Well, hello, here we are. I am Darren Eldridge, and welcome to the DartGeek Zone. I am the Dark Geek, and we are coming to you live from the penthouse in South Dennis on a fabulous Memorial Day weekend. I hope you're all having a good time out there. For those of you who have tomorrow off, congratulations. And we do want to remember why we have the day off. And so I'd just like to say God bless and give a quick moment of silence for all of those that we are thinking and considering and gave their lives so that we could live ours. All right, thank you and appreciate it. Don't know if anyone's watching. Hopefully somebody's watching. And if you're watching this and it's recorded, I thank you. I thank you all for taking a little time out of your day. And hopefully a lot of you caught some of the action going on. So we're going to jump right into it. So I'm going to start by just listing our luck of the draws real quick. We like to advertise so that we can keep those going. Some of them are going to keep going, starting with Monday night at Brewster Pizza. Your commissioner, Meat Love, and Mr. Tim Reynolds, a.k.a. Meat. And the sign up is 7 o'clock. The cost to get in is $5, and the bar will match the pot. And this is Meat Lovin's Brewster Pizza Memorial Day LOD. So hopefully you can get down there, keep your arms warmed up and ready for those of you playing Wednesday night. Maybe some of you are even playing Tuesday night. We also have confirmation that on Tuesday nights, at least for the next couple of weeks, Terry at the Sand Dollar in Dennis at the end of Route 134 is going to keep his luck of the draws going. So you'll have those going at least for the next couple of weeks. And those are a $10 buy-in. And Terry always puts out some food and has a few little gift cards in the envelopes for the winners. It's a good time. And now since some of you aren't going to MMDL as their playoffs have begun as well, you might have some time on Tuesday night. So feel free and get down there and have a good time. The Thursday one at the Plymouth VFW done by Fergie, that is on hold, of course, because Minuteman is playing. So I do believe that is still on hold. Fergie usually does a good job of announcing. He and Ronnie will announce that, but I believe they're still shut down until further notice in the playoffs. So I got the specs on. I got my handy dandy notes right here as well that I have learned to keep with me. So we're going to roll on and get to Minuteman just for quick. I don't have a whole update of the entire playoffs. I just concentrate where, our Cape peeps are going. That's what I do. So we want to say nice run to Cape Dreams. They unfortunately did not get out of their first round matchup. They needed 4, and Night Terrors came down, and TCB took care of business, my friends. And so best of luck to them as they move on. We also want to say nice run to Toe the Line. That's Basic, who runs our singles, the Cape Cod Premier League down here. And I know Lee Baker's on that team. I'm not sure if we got anybody else from Cape Cod, but they unfortunately were taken down by the Handsome Devils. Team that's been around for a long time, and they will now take on some of the other guys from the Cape with the Savages, and it will be the Handsome Devils versus Savages. That'll start this Tuesday. You can catch all the action on Dark Connect TV for Minuteman. Just go right on there, search leagues, get to Minuteman. You can catch all the action and watch your buddies. And to all those playing, we wish you good luck and safe travels. So now that we have done that, we do want to say that this coming Wednesday night, which is the 29th, we have championship night for the Cape Cod Dart League. We have all 4 championships going down, C, B, A, and AA. And we're going to have some amazing matches going on. Darts start flying at 6:30. So we'll probably be down there. Doors will open between, 5:30 and 6. So you can come on down and get yourself settled in, get the lay of the land, figure out where everyone's playing, and you should be good to go. So I want to move on with what we've got and who we've got going for us. And so in the C division, as I had said, we had 4 teams, so they all made it to the semis, and we ended up with the number 1 seeded Bullshooters. The Bullshooters are going to take on the number 3 seed, who took out the number 2 seed, and number 3 is Puff Puff Pass. The Bullshooters do hold the regular season lead, but Puff Puff Pass does have a 7-4 victory over the aforementioned Bullshooters. So this should come down to a nice little tasty matchup for you. And if you're interested in darts and haven't been, that gets you a good idea. That's kind of our learning division as you come in, and that's generally where most folks will start when they're new. But that should be a really good final for those two. And we want to wish both those teams luck. I believe, if I've got it correct, when you enter the Moose for the C division, looking at the stage, I believe we're going to have C to the left, B to the right. So C and B will be on each side of the stage. And then A and double A will be on the affixed boards to the wall. So just so everybody has the lay of the land there. As we move on, checking our handy dandy notes again, the number 1 seeded Shenanigans in the B division. They have made it to the finals, and they are taking on the number 3 Headlock. And this is anyone's game. Shenanigans did take the season series 6-5, 6-5, and ended with a 7-4. So we do want to give a shout out. These champions in C and B will be new champions because both of them had back-to-backers and they moved up a division. So in C, it was the Dart Zombies who had moved up, and the Dart Zombies did make the playoffs. They ran out of a little gas, but I do want to give them a nice shout out. Anytime you move up, go up to the next division, it takes you a little while to get your feet. And they did a good job, and they battled their way in there. So want to give them a quick little shout out. And also to the back-to-back former B champion, Nun 80. They bumped up to A, and they had a little rough going at the first of it, and they just missed the playoffs. Now, each of our 8 divisions has 5 teams. And with our playoff set up, only the top 2 go in. So we have 2 semifinals from each A. They are 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and then whoever wins those goes right on to the championship. So Nun 80 was close. They just missed out. They finished in 3rd place, but amazing showing by the back-to-back Bs when they found their feet. So congratulations to those teams. And look at that, page 1 down the drain. So now we're going to start with a wrap-up of what was A East. A East is my division, and that's where I play in. I am a Dart Shark, and we had our regular season, and it was really a dominating season as we very confidently put ourselves in the number 1 seed. We also got the home playoff match with the number 1 seed, which meant the number 2 seed had to come to us. And this was actually the 3rd season in a row. 3rd season coming in number 1. And it was time for us to, let's go. Let's finish this thing. Let's do it. And, of course, we had the Warriors coming in. The Warriors are kind of our nemesis. We always have fun. And it gets a little loud. But we do always have great battles with the Warriors. And we just figured it was our turn. They actually have championship shirts. Last year, they didn't get there. They got ousted by eventual champion CBD as they were in the other division. So they were looking to get back there and have their revenge, as it looked pretty good from the other side that CBD was going to get there. So we, the Dart Sharks, had a 12-match unbeaten streak. A couple of ties in there, but we had been unbeaten, and we were rolling in feeling pretty good. And generally in A, it's top 4 versus top 4. That's really what you need. You hope you catch a little bit with those other games. No, I'm not a top 4. No. No, that wasn't my job. So, and the hope is that we get a couple of those points and move it on. And so it came down to that. We were going back and forth, and we had some pretty good matchups here and there. And it really came down, and we got down to our last, the 12th leg, just before overtime. And although it was not a great leg, not not a great leg at all. And 19 shots, 19 rounds at the double one. And came down to R. Ryan Bukach. And it came down to Dash, John Cahoon. And he caught it. He caught the double one, which put us into overtime 6-6, which is not a bad way to go into overtime. Again, we had confidence in our top four. They had confidence in their top four. So it came down, and it was really good. And in the first one, now keep in mind, Dart Sharks had led the whole time. We're tied. It was either lead or tied. We had never given it up. And our first one was a double 501. And Triple T, talking trash, Tommy Plant. Talking trash, Tommy Plant, who had talked some trash. I'm not going to lie. He's pretty good at it. But on this night, yeah, he's going to back every bit of it up. I'm not going to lie. And he and his partner took the first 501. They took the first lead of the game. And I will say that Tom was amazing all night. He had fun. He laughed. He did do his talking, but he backed it up. And I give him credit. That's not easy for me. And those of you that know Tom know why. But no, those guys were great. And then it came down to our number one, our Dennis Ackler. And he and his partner, Nick Van Sissen, in cricket did their job. And he came alive. He really, really did. So we were able to tie it up at that point. And then it goes into singles. So we do the 1-501 doubles, one cricket doubles, and then it's 3 singles. And we were still feeling pretty confident. I'm not going to lie. So we had our guy, Christian Burrows. So, and they had their guy, Triple T, talking trash Tommy, set up. And he took Christian out. And then it became number one against number one. We were down to it. This was it. It was 8-7. It was either going to the last leg, where we were going to have our last guy, Tommy Ryan, come in, or we were all going home. So Calvin Castillas, the number one from the Warriors, and I want to throw out that he is also the manager from Cuffy's who scored for the youth event that huge donation. So big fans, although not at this time. But Calvin has kind of had Dennis's number, and he had his number, and he took him out. It was a great match, and everybody was crowding around us. We were the last one to finish. So, but it came down to it, and it was pretty amazing. So the Dart Sharks themselves are not going to form the same team next season. There's a group of them going to Double A. So that'll make hopefully number 5 in Double A. We just got to get the boys are back to come back. But so that's going to be it for the Dart Sharks in A. So and we want to wish the Warriors the best of luck, and we're going to be there anyways. And page number 2 down the drain. Now we are on to the A West. The A West had the defending champions CBD. And they pretty much dominated. They did dominate their whole season, and they made it a point that they wanted to get to the finals and go back to back, because that's just kind of what you want to do. So they came in to the season, and as I said, they had, I think it was 102 points at the end. We both, and the same as the Dart Sharks, so they pretty much dominated. And they welcomed in FMA. FMA ain't no slouch, and they have several championships in several different divisions, A included, with back-to-back, spending several seasons in Double A. And they were welcomed into the Moose Lodge, their former bar. Last time FMA won a title, they were out of the Moose. But they really just didn't have it. It was not in the cards. And CBD pretty much kind of just, kind of skated right off to 9-2. So they didn't even get out of regulation. It was tough. FMA wins came in cricket with Eric Eldridge and Wilson pulling in their second point. And so having a little thing here going on with the computer. Hopefully it's fine. It always wants to update. Why do you got to update in the middle of my show? And also, so we had Eric and Wilson, and then the second point was Joe and Sana. Joe was pulled in their second point. So now Team CBD is on a 27-match unbeaten streak. 27 matches unbeaten. So, and they are also, by virtue of winning last year and making it to the championship this year, they are going to be our new AA team. So we're hoping that that's going to give us 6, and we'll get the 6 teams in AA, something we haven't had and it's something we're striving for. And so we're hoping it all stays together. I know our Sharks got a group going. The boys are back. We need you to stay, please. You guys got this. Robbie C., Kenny, Happy Dots. Come on. Come on back. Come on back. So we are going to ask. And, of course, then now with CBD making it, that should give us a AA team. And I know we've all heard the rumors, but I'm holding up that these boys and girls are going to take the challenge and move on up. So, but best of luck to CBD, and it should be amazing. This really should be an amazing final, which is why we got A and AA right there next to each other. We think these are going to go down to the wire, and it should just be an amazing night. So in AA, only had 4 as well, so they all make it. That's why we're working hard, and we want to get these 6 teams. So come on, y'all, stay with me. So the newest AA team, the boys are back, gave it a go, and FUPA, who lost their championship last season, did come back in good form, showing their strength. They took the division. They did take the number 1 seed, so the boys are back, went to them. And they came in and got the FUPA got a 9-2 victory. So they too only stayed in regulation. But the boys are back, have fought hard. I hope you guys have gotten your feet wet enough and you're going to stay together and get in there. We should have 6. You get some new blood in there that, so you'll be able to have some people to slap around a little bit. And now that you know the lay of the land, so to speak. So we do want to give a little love out there because for the boys, their wins did come in single with the 2 Peters, Peter Wilson and Peter Field, and they each took out in their singles the Conleys, Papa Fred and son Aaron. So, and those of you who know, you know that those guys are both really good. So those are a couple of big wins there. But again, boys are back. You did a great job. And so come back in September and let's see if we can do this. Now, in the other semi, we had the defending champs still tripping, who were the number 2 seed. So they're welcoming in the number 3, who darted. And this semifinal would go into overtime because this was a little bit of a battle of the boys who wanted to take on. And, of course, still tripping, trying to go back to back. And they are from Dino's. And they did hold on for a 9-5 win. And the MVP pretty much for who darted this night. And again, I didn't get to see it. We didn't get to stream that one. So, but it was Sean Baker Jr. having part in 3 out of their 5 points in a back-to-back win. Because he played in that last singles and then played in that first overtime. And he was able to get both of those wins and give him a few points. So, and then he did get that win with Bobby Crossman. Bobby Crossman is somebody I didn't know, but I did have the chance to put him on the stream. The last stream you saw when when FUPA was playing them at the Brewster VFW, and Bobby took out Fred Conley then, and he and Fred had a little fun with the camera, doing a little pointing and getting it. And we hope we see a little bit of that on championship night. So, but that was just a great night. So, congratulations to who darted. I know they'll be back. So, they're already making plans and getting some stuff going on. So, and this sets up what we all thought would happen. And this is kind of, what I know what I want is what I should say, because we like this battle, and we want to see if FUPA. Oh, I can't even remember the last time. I was very fortunate to be part of a team that did beat them, the McGuires, but I believe they were Where's Wando then. So I honestly don't think they've ever lost back-to-back as FUPA, but we check the trophy on Wednesday night and get back to you. So is Steel Tripping going to do it? Are they going to go back to back? Is that what we're going to see? Dennis the Legend Cotto just got his first AA championship. Now what's he going to do? Is he going to get the back-to-back? We'll see. We'll see. It should be pretty good. So come again, 6:30. Darts Start Flying. We are at the Moose. Everyone is welcome to come down. It's a great time. So get down to it. The last season with that overtime in the finals for AA, it did come down to the last match. Dan the Man Lucas took out Tyson Downey in the last leg. It was epic. It was a great match. The legend didn't even know he had won. And so that was cute. But it set up for a great season. We waited all year for this rematch, and I'm looking forward to it. And, of course, D Productions will be streaming. And we're hoping to get a few people on the mic that night and see where we go. That is Wednesday night, the 29th. Again, darts fly at 6:30. I know Jen Rebella will be on the bar with Ken, her husband, so they're preparing food and getting things ready. They were down there today setting up, so the Moose is excited. We're excited. And you can see right here all around me, woo, you can see the bracket. So that gives you the names and the people and the seeds. So I do want you to see right here, boom, 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 right there. You can see 7 Zone Studios, and just above it is the giant dart, which I still haven't figured out how to use, but this thing is cool. I am going to have it at championship night. So we're bringing it. And then you can see over there, championship night, all the deets, who's going to take it. So we will be there. I also want to give a quick little shout out here at the end while we're going. We are also on Friday, the 31st. We will be streaming the Cape Cod Premier League finals for the AA division, and that will pit 2 of the people who are actually in the AA finals on opposite teams. Michael Big Sexy McGuire will welcome in Dennis the Legend Cotto in a best of 31 501. We're also going to have some other finals going on that night, so come on down and watch that. And at the conclusion, and we suspect no later than 8 p.m., we will have a open luck of the draw. So come on down, $15. Get into the luck of the draw, see some great finals. We have several different divisions, and you get to scope that out as well. That is put on by Basic Patrick Paquette, and his lovely wife Wendy will be in attendance and helping out. So thank you, Cape Cod Dart League, because they also help us out with that singles as well, lending some equipment. And D Productions is so happy to be bringing you that final. I've been looking forward to that one, and that should be very, very tasty. Probably be some trash talking on Wednesday night about it too. Maybe we'll get a little side bet thing going. So I do want to say, so I want to thank you all for taking a little bit of time out of your weekend. If you have, and if you're watching the rerun, thank you very much. Do me a little favor if you are watching down there somewhere, a little subscribe button and a little thumbs up. It would do me a lot of good and help us to get out there. So if you could do that, then let a friend know, share this around. And again, anybody has any tips, or hey, maybe you want to give a little shot at commentating, maybe come down Wednesday night, and like I said, we may get the Pillsbury Doughboy. He may be on the mic. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on how he's doing fishing. And we're going to have a little fun. So I thank you for watching. I hope you have a very nice rest of your day. If you get tomorrow off, relax, enjoy. If you don't, then thank you very, very much for giving us a weekend that we can relax and enjoy. And do me a favor. Be the reason somebody smiles, okay? It's going to make them feel good. It'll really make you feel good. And just for a little while, for a brief moment, we're going to make the world just a little bit better place. All right? I want to thank you all very much. I am going to walk us out of here, boom, with a little preview. You saw a little bit of the pictures from our, boom, there we go. This was our youth event that went on amazing. And again, I told you about Calvin and Cuffy's, and we had Peacher Sark and CCI Engraving and the Moose Lodge, and we had Longfellow's and Jake Rooney's also, and the Dart League and Dart Connect, and so much of the community helping us out. So we're going to walk you out on this. We're going to thank y'all so much for hanging out with us for a little while. And we hope you have a great Sunday. And again, be the reason somebody smiles. All right? Thank you very much. Have yourselves a great weekend. Okay, I'm back real quick because I just want to say hello, Paula D, Adam, and Jillian. I did have a little bit of the chat going, but I did just look over. So that's one of the things I got to get better at. I know, and I will. And again, thank you all so much for taking time out of your day. Love y'all. Be the reason somebody smiles. Bye-bye.